Hey everyone, how are we doing today? This is Guillermo and this is MemoTalks. And today I'm doing things a little different. I know that in the past episodes, I've done my Memo Talks in a different format, in a vertical format. So I want to start doing things a little more different, and that's the purpose of Memo Talks. The purpose of self growth, of self learning, and self evolution. And I think that as time progresses and new practices and new things emerge, I have to be able to adapt. So I hope that y'all are, keeping up. I know that I repost my Memo Talks on a daily basis. So if you're seeing this fresh, or you're seeing this natively, or you're seeing this because I made a repost, welcome. And with that being said, I want to talk to y'all about stop feeling guilty. Stop feeling guilty for your past. Stop feeling guilty for your decisions, and stop feeling guilty for the things you wish could change. And when it comes to guilt, when it comes to feeling of guilt, and let me sip on my hot chocolate. So hot chocolate is for the night. I know a lot of people drink tea. I don't really drink tea. I know I should. I know it's healthier. I know that whatever, but yeah, just no. Coffee and hot chocolate. That's just the way I work. And if y'all could get me into tea, that'd be great. I think I need to do some research, some learning about the benefits of tea, and I have to acquire that taste. But right now, I just cannot. I cannot. So anyway, stop feeling guilty. Stop feeling guilty for, and I'm not gonna feel guilty about that either. But anyway, stop feeling guilty. Stop feeling guilty for your past. Stop feeling guilty for your decisions, and anything that you wish could change, the things that you could have, you should have, you might have, things that did not go your way, a hurt in past that still remains in your mind, in your memory, in your heart. And when it comes to guilt, guilt is a burden, guilt is a feeling. Guilt doesn't help you, and it doesn't help anyone. Guilt won't change the present. Guilt won't change what could have. Guilt can be important. Guilt can be important, especially when you have remorse for something, when you step back and analyze what you could have done. But you can't stay in that. You can't stay in that long term, because guilt doesn't help you. Doesn't help you. Doesn't help anybody, and and you can't change anything because of that feeling. Your past is in the past. Your past is now a memory. Your past is behind you. And no matter how important it is or how it's shaped you, the past is in the past, and the only one alive is you. And whatever door was shut, whatever exit your life, whatever didn't turn out favorable, has to be put to rest. It has to be put to rest, because life goes on. Life goes on, and we move on, and life changes, and life continues to evolve, and we can't stay stuck on the feeling of guilt, the feeling of hurt, of resentment. So trust me when I say this. That breakup that could have been done differently, that situation that could have been resolved in a better way. Maybe you weren't the person that you are now. Maybe you were a little more cruel. Maybe you were Maybe you said things that you probably regret now, done things that you regret now. And sometimes there are decisions in your life that you've made, and now you're here and you regret it. You can't let it drag you down now. You can't let it drag you down. And I'm not trying to minimize your trauma. I'm not trying to minimize what you went through and the struggles and the challenges and the pain that you're going through. But what I can tell you is that I hope that through this memo talk, I hope that through my episode today, you can bring closure. And how do you bring closure? You bring closure through self-love and self-compassion, actually loving yourself, nurturing yourself, actually stepping back and really analyzing who you are and who you've become. And maybe you don't want to, maybe you're not where you want to be, but actually contemplating and being aware of the present, being aware of who you are now and the process and the journey of your past and how it's shaped you. And maybe it was painful, because I've seen and I've heard and I've talked to people where I'm like, you know what? I just wish I didn't have to go through that. I wish I didn't have to deal with that. Well, there's a lot of things in life that we wish we couldn't do, aka like waking up in the morning. I don't like waking up in the morning. That's just something I have to deal with. And mornings are not my friend. But we got to do it. There are things in life that we got to do. And there are things in life that could have been handled different, could have been, approached different. But here we are. Here we are, especially at the end of the year, especially in a time where things are uncertain, where we're still going through a pandemic, where we're still trying to analyze and figure out what the hell is going on. And I know that in the beginning of the pandemic, we probably, we all sheltered in place. We all started working from home, and we all started, being home. And then we started seeing trends and posts and the common thought that you should read a book and you should journal and you should do this and that. And while all of those things are important, I think that we're all tackling this day by day. And I think that by stepping back and actually analyzing and making that pause and stop comparing yourself to others, stop comparing yourself to social media, stop comparing yourself to your friends or people that are probably doing different than you. Not necessarily better, but just different. Their journey is different. I think that we can come back and actually praise ourselves and nurture ourselves and give ourselves a reason to celebrate who we are and where we're at now. Also, forgiving yourself. I think that guilt is the emotion of the inability of not forgiving yourself, not forgiving your past, not forgiving what you allowed, not forgiving what happened to you. I'm not saying that what happened to you was okay, but we have to accept it. We have to take it in, deal with it, and we have to move on the way we can and the way we're able to. We have to talk about it. Talk about it with your friends. Talk about it with a therapist. Talk about it with someone that you can trust. Talk about the feeling of guilt, the feeling of resentment, and the inability to love and forgive yourself. And I think by doing that, you're able to process your feelings and process your thoughts and actually make establishments of what you can do to move on, what you can do to acknowledge the present. Because like I said, the only one that is left in the present is you. The only one alive out of your past is you. Put your past to rest. Put your past to rest and be happy with the present. Now, I understand that depression is real. I understand that this is a journey. But all I could tell you today is that you can't change. You can't change who you are now. You can't change, as much as I hate to say, you can't change the trauma that you went through. You can change your future by being aware of the present. And how are you aware of the present? Self-love, self-nurture, self-compassion, self-trust. So with that being said, have a great day. Stay true to yourself. Stay fabulous. Be kind. Don't be cruel. Like, comment, share your feedback. Follow if you must. And I will talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye.